All right, happy Thursday. Let's get going. Come to a child's pose with your toes together and knees wide, the back of your mat. And yeah, there we go. All right, we're started. Toes together, knees wide, the back of your mat. Breathe deep down into your hips. Spread out all 10 of your toes and place them on the ground and really press them down into your mat. Even that little pinky, that little baby toe. Inhale, come up onto your very fingertips and crawl those little guys forward. Then exhale, set them back down, moving from the tip of your finger to the pad of your hand, and finally to that your pinky and the L of that your first finger and thumb make. And press down and forward as you inhale. As you exhale, sink your hips down farther towards your heels. Breathe into the long stretch in your side bodies. If you feel a little bit of a stretch in your armpits, you're doing it right. And finally, inhale into your heart, into the front of your chest. And feel a stretch open up over the inside of your shoulders. And on your next inhale, tuck your toes and press on up to a downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out left and right. Feel a nice stretch on your calves, the back of your legs. You can flex your elbows and knees down. Get your abs in and start to lift that tailbone up. And from that lift in your tailbone, let the whole rest of your body kind of follow it. So you come up out of your shoulder joints, up out of your ankles even. Then with an exhale, press through your fingers and sink your heels toward the ground. Inhale, look forward between your hands. And on an exhale, walk to the front of your mat and hang in ragdoll. Capture your opposite elbow or tricep with the other hand. You can sway gently side to side or front to back, following your breath. Taking whatever movements you need to start to drop into your body. Open up the back chain of your legs and arrive here on your mat. Bring the pit of your belly in and up and press through your heels to lift your tailbone higher. And then switch your bind so the other hand is on top. Continue to breathe deeply. Release your hands and heel toe your feet to center. With an inhale, press down through the four corners of your feet and roll all the way up to standing. Bring your arms high overhead. Then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes and take a big inhale. Feel the crown of your head lift up, feel your spine grow long. And take an exhale. Feel the four corners of your feet planting into the floor. Feel your shoulder blades come down your back. Inhale up the front of your body and exhale down the back of your body. Let's do one more of those circular breaths. Inhale up the front of your body and down the back. Now open your eyes. Inhale, reach up, look up between your hands. And exhale, forward fold, leading with your heart and with soft knees. Inhale to halfway lift, spine goes long. And exhale to fold, keeping your belly hugged in. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your thigh bones toward the wall behind you. And roll your shoulders open so your chest can blossom toward the wall in front of you. And exhale to fold. One more halfway lift. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull your heart between your shoulders. And exhale, step back to high plank and hold. Inhale here. And exhale, hug everything in. Fire up the big muscles on your legs to help you grow light in this pose. Bring your gaze about a foot in front of your mat and inhale into your heart as you press back with your heels and exhale, stay. A few more breaths here in high plank. Come down to your knees if you need to. Now inhale, rock forward over your fingertips. Then exhale, lower halfway down, hugging the heels of your hands back toward your hips. Inhale to upward facing dog. Tuck your chin softly and lift the crown of your head up. Bring your gaze up. And exhale, stay here. Claw your fingertips into the ground. Spread your toes wide and press through the tops of your feet. Inhale, fill up, look up. And exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. In that transition between up dog and down dog, you really want the motion to be coming from your abs. So think of your core wrapping in and almost like you have a belt around you attached to the ceiling is pulling you back. So let's go through that once again. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Exhale, lower halfway down, rocking forward. Inhale to upward facing dog. Chin is tucked as your gaze comes up. And exhale, abs in, leading with your abs, hips high to downward facing dog. Now you get a chance to try that out as we flow through our sun A's. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, extended mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold, hugging in. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step or jump back, high to low plank, legs engaged. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Reach with those fingertips. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step or jump back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. I'm going to do 2 more of those. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to step or jump to your hands. Inhale to halfway lift, shoulder blade tips together, and exhale to fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, press down to lift your heart up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, step or jump back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, hips high, down dog. And 1 more for good measure. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to step or jump to your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, spark your fingers open at the top. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high, down dog. And now moving straight into our sun B's. Let's start to get some blood into our hips and fire up our quads and all that good shit. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale on up into chair. Press through your heels to extend your toes away from the back of your foot. And this is an interesting cue that I heard the other day in a class I was taking, and I really like it. Reach up high with your wrists. I feel like that cue helps me to engage my upper arms and get those bones back by my ears. And it's a different way of communicating that concept I was talking about on Tuesday, whereby we want our energy to be reaching beyond our limbs. So reach up high with your wrists, look up with your gaze, sit lower with your hips to raise your chest up even more. One more big inhale here, and exhale, forward fold, melt down. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, down dog, leading with the abs. Right foot steps forward, inhale up to warrior one and stay. Drive down through the back edge of your left foot to bring your left hip forward. Press your right knee and shin forward toward the wall in front of you to give you room to swing your right butt cheek underneath you. Reach up through those wrists, look up, inhale even higher and hugging your outer hips in. Go for a small back bend here. Inhale, reach a little bit more, and exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog, and exhale to down dog. Left foot steps forward, inhale as you come up, and hold. Drive down through your right foot this time. All these warrior poses are driven by the back leg. Even warrior three, when your back leg is in the air. So important here. Turn your pinkies in slightly to give your shoulders the room to slide down your back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hug your outer hips in. And start on your next inhale, start to go back. Find that back bend again. Inhale a little bit more. And exhale, hands to the mat. Flow high to low plank. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to down dog. Now let's move through those sun Bs, one breath per movement. We can put all this into action. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale up into chair, look up between your hands. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step or jump back, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Step forward and inhale as you rise, warrior one. And exhale, hands to the mat, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high, down dog. Left foot steps forward. Inhale to come up, reach through those wrists. And exhale, chaturanga, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Press through your heels. Inhale, up to chair. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, high to low plank. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high, down dog. Right foot steps forward, inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, come down to your mat and flow high to low. Upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high, down dog. Hi, Kathy. Left foot. Sorry. Inhale to come up. No worries. And exhale, hands to the mat. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high, down dog. We'll pause just for a second. Hey, Kathy, no worries. Totally awesome walking in a few minutes late. Thanks for coming. Feel free to drop into and do like a little integration series with the child's pose and everything, or join us right in our last two Sundays dealer's choice. And let's flow through those last couple of sun Bs. We got 2 more to do. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, press through your heels, lift through your wrists up into chair. And exhale, melt down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step or jump back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, claw through your fingertips. And exhale, hips high, down dog. Right foot steps forward, inhale to come up, driving through that back leg. And exhale, flow down, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high, down dog. Left foot steps forward, drive through your right foot as you come up, warrior one. And exhale, hands to the mat, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high, down dog. And now for our final round of sun Bs. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, hips low, hands high, come up into your chair pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Hips high to down dog. Right foot steps forward. Inhale to lift up, warrior one. And exhale, hands to the mat, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high, down dog. Left foot steps forward. Inhale to come up to your last warrior one on the left of the sun B series. And exhale, your hands to the mat, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high, down dog. Woohoo! Take a second here in this down dog to get right. Press through the L of your hands, that first finger and thumb. And then, pressing through all of the base knuckles of your hands, just turn your inner biceps in and lift up through your shoulders. This will bring your heart down closer to your mat. From there, you can lift your hips up with a long, straight spine. Sink your heels down toward your mat. And finally, let your head and neck go. Allow your spine to be super long. Not relaxed, but gently stretched during this. Keeping your chin softly tucked will help get you that last little stretch in your cervical vertebrae, all the way up to your occipital bone, that little lump on the back of your head. Inhale your right heel high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, rounding your back, and step through heel first to the low lunge. Pull your feet together on the mat to plug your hip bones in, and inhale your right hand high into an easy twist. Push your right shin toward the wall in front of you as you pull your right glute toward the wall behind you. Lengthen out through that quad and ham, even as they're working so hard to keep you here. And drive forward from your left heel all the way through that hip, and lift up the outside of your left hip. One more big inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring your right hand to the mat. Bring your left knee down, keep your toes curled. And inhale on up to a low lunge here. Interlace your hands and place them on your thigh and press forward. And let your hips drop down toward your right heel. And since we're all squared up, and also we have one leg down, we can let our knee come farther forward than our ankle. It's still safe in this pose. Squeeze your inner thighs together and bring the front of your pelvis up so you can lift the crown of your head toward the ceiling. And then raise your hands up overhead and reach up through your wrists again. Really extend through your side bodies and exhale to stay. You should feel a nice big stretch on the front of your left leg, as well as a general stretch in your hips and a big lift through your upper body. One more big inhale up. And exhale, bring your hands to the mat, sink back into a half split, pulling your toes back toward your shin and spreading them wide. Hug your inner thighs together, even here, so that you can sink lower and start to fold forward. Hi, Quest, lay down. Lay down, bud. And start to fold forward over your right shin. Nope, lay down. Stop. Down. There you go. And come back forward into your low lunge. Plant your left hand and bring your right foot to stack on top of your left for a side plank. Bring your quads up off your kneecaps and press back through your heels. Spread your toes wide and inhale the front of your pelvis up and forward. And exhale, bring your shoulder blades together on your back and open up to the ceiling. One more big inhale here, lift up. And exhale, flow through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high, down dog. Inhale your left heel high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, round your back, and step through heel first. Coming into a low lunge. Pull your feet together on the mat to fire up the inside of your legs. And inhale your left hand up for an easy twist. Press your left shin toward the wall in front of you and pull the outside of your left glute back toward the wall behind you. Drive strongly through your right toes and your right heel so you can bring your right hip forward and lift it up from the outside. So square your hips and deepen the stretch on the outside of your left glute. Inhale, lift up a little bit more. And exhale, hands to the mat. Bring your right knee down and keeping your toes curled. Come on up. Interlace your hands and press them onto your left quad, sinking your hips toward your left heel, opening up a big stretch in your whole hip area and in the front of your right leg. Inhale the front of your pelvis up, and exhale, bring your front ribs together as your tailbone drops down. Release your grip and inhale your hands up overhead and lift through your wrists to lift your heart up, lift the crown of your head up. And exhale, bring your hands to the mat and press back into a half split on the left. Squeeze your inner thighs together to bring your left hip back and your right hip forward. And curl your toes back toward your shin as you fold over your left leg. Come back onto your left foot. Plant your right hand and step your left back on top of your right for a side plank. Press back through your heels and pick your quads up so that you have the pelvis mobility to bring the front of your pelvis up and send that tailbone towards your heels. Inhale, reach up. Bring your shoulder blades down your back so your heart can bloom open to the ceiling. One more big inhale here. And exhale, chaturanga, flow high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale your hips high to down dog. Inhale, look forward between your hands. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold, letting the crown of your head drop down. Inhale up into chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And let's twist to the left first today. Shake it up a little bit. So inhale your heart long, and exhale, press through your heels to extend your tailbone toward the wall behind you. Before you turn and look to the ceiling, find a spot to look at, a foot in front of your mat to make your spine long, and then press your hands together, your fingertips together to turn and look up at the ceiling. Get a little extra daylight between those vertebrae. If you want to level up, go ahead and spread your wings. And if you'd like side crow in your practice today, quest move, man. Go ahead and come in to your side crow, dropping your hips towards your heels, planting your hands shoulder width apart, and squeezing your elbows in, start to come forward, and then bring your legs out to the side. You're in side crow, release, come back to your twist, and release your twist and come back to center. Inhale, reach up, lift up, and exhale, forward fold. Split your feet apart and grab your big toes with your peace sign fingers. Inhale to halfway lift, letting your elbows come out to the sides, and exhale to fold, tucking your chin slightly so the crown of your head can descend toward the ground. You get that full on stretch all the upper back. Bend your knees as much as you need to experience a stretch in your hamstrings and not your low back. If you still feel pinching in your low back, bring your weight forward into the balls of your feet. Release your grip. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale to halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Inhale, hips low, arms high, come up into chair. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center, twist on over to the right. Look way forward in front of your mat as you press your hip bones toward the wall behind you. With that nice elongated spine, now press through your hands and turn and look up at the ceiling. Open your wings and fly. Bringing your shoulder blade tips together on your back and blooming your heart forward through your shoulders. Keep your chin softly tucked to make sure that spine stays long. And then, if you're going for side crow, start to come into that baby now. Letting your hips sink toward your heels, planting your hands shoulder width apart and keeping your elbows hugged in. Lean forward with your chest. Bring your gaze way forward. And extend your legs as you rest your right thigh on top of your left elbow. And release. Come back to center. We'll meet in chair pose. Inhale up. Hold. Hug your outer hips in. Extend through those wrists. Inhale, reach up a little bit more. Exhale, hold, sink those hips back. Inhale up one more time. And exhale, forward fold. Split your feet, hips distance apart, and slide your upturned palms underneath your feet for gorilla pose. Let your head drop down and bring your weight into the balls of your feet. After you've got your weight positioned forward like that, then you can start to bring your abs in and press through your heels to lift your hips up and get even more of a stretch all on the back of your legs. And release your hands. Heel toe your feet together. Actually, leave them hip width distance apart. Or no, actually, sorry, bring them together. I was forgetting how to do this. We're gonna do that IT band stretch. So press through your left foot and inhale your left hand high. Right knee bends as much as it needs to experience a whole stretch along the outside of your left leg. Inhale, bring your abs in and your front ribs together to extend forward. And exhale to deepen your twist. And exhale, release, other side. Press through your right foot and inhale your right hand high. Exhale to bring your abs in. Inhale to extend your spine long and exhale to deepen your twist. And exhale, release. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to flow through high to low plank. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to step or jump to the top of your back. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. And inhale, rise all the way up to standing. And inhale your right knee high into your chest. Press your left thigh bone toward the wall behind you. And to help straighten out and tuck your right or left butt cheek underneath you. So you can use the power of your glute here. Then bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee or your right foot. And turn to look over your right thumb for dancing Shiva. Release and come to center. And then grab for the inside of your right ankle with your right hand and transition into a dancer. You can bend your left knee softly to get your hips squared with your right knee in line with your right hip. And then start to kick. And straighten out that left leg again, pressing your thigh bone back toward the wall in front of you. And inhale your chest and your gaze and your left hand high. Keep the toes on your right foot active. Keep your quads and hams active. And from dancer, transition into tree on the right. Not holding these poses for very long, and we're spending a lot of time in the same leg. It's a different kind of workout. Press into center line here in your tree pose. If you'd like a more grounded tree, stay with your hands at heart center. Or if you're feeling like you want to fly, inhale, pick your back ribs up off of your pelvis, and inhale your hands up. Grow your branches. Cactus your arms, bringing your elbows in line with your shoulders, and inhale your heart up, and start to find a back bend, go up and back a bit. Breathe into your open heart, and hug into center line in the lower half of your body. Tuck your chin, come up with an inhale, and release your foot down. Shake it out a little bit, woo. And then inhale, your hands high. Exhale to ground into the earth, feel its support. Then inhale your left knee into your chest. Press your right thigh bone toward the wall behind you. And bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee or your left foot. And turn to look over at your left thumbnail for dancing Shiva. Release, woo, release and come to center. And then reach for the inside of your left hand and transition into dancer. And bend your right knee to get those hips square, and then start to kick back, lifting your gaze and your chest with each inhale, and hugging your strong thigh muscles onto the bones, and kicking back with each exhale. Woo. All right, we're about ready for that transition to tree, right? So go ahead and bring your left foot down and place it on the inside of your right shin or inside of your right thigh for a tree pose. Press your right thigh bone back toward the wall in front of you and hug your outer hips in, making the decision whether you're staying in a more grounded tree with your hands at heart center, or if you're going to lift up through your heart and grow those branches. If you're growing them, go ahead and cactus your arms, hands sparked wide open, elbows reaching for either wall, and inhale your heart up. Look up at the ceiling and start to go back, finding your back bend. Tuck your chin, softly come up to standing, and release your left foot down. Shake her out a little bit, then inhale your hands high, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, and exhale, plant your hands, float through your chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog, and exhale your hips high to downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel high. Exhale, step it forward, and inhale up to warrior one. Exhale, open up to warrior two, and hold. Bring the front of your pelvis up and drag through your left leg to drop your hips toward your right heel. So it'll help you to use your right glute more, bringing it under your body and taking the strain out of the smaller muscles on your right leg. Flip your palm, inhale, go up and back, straighten that front leg, and exhale, reach forward, forward, forward. Look way in front of your mat before coming down into triangle pose. Bring your left hip forward and down and your right hip up and back as you turn to look at the ceiling. Inhale the crown of your head forward, and exhale, bring your belly in to deepen your twist, revolving around your spine. Inhale, press through your feet to come all the way up. Turn your toes toward the left side of your mat, and roll your inner thighs back, and inhale the front of your pelvis up as you raise your hands overhead, and exhale, forward fold, softening your knees as much as you need to come down into your Prasarita. Inhale, come up halfway with a flat back. And exhale, walk your hands to the front of your mat, turn your right toes forward, and step your left foot in for a pyramid pose. Inhale to halfway lift, pressing through your heels, and exhale to fold. Engage your quads to press your hip bones back, and press to the big toe mounds in both of your feet to deepen the stretch, sending your hip bones up and back. Inhale, halfway lift, sliding your shoulder blades down and together on your back. And exhale with your belly in. Inhale your right hand up to the ceiling for twisted triangle. Bump your hips up and over to the left. And exhale, bring your front ribs together to give you more room in your twist. Inhale, reach up through your right hand. And exhale, fold over your front leg. Walk your fingertips around to the back of your mat. Face your left foot forward. And inhale on up into warrior one. Exhale, open up into warrior two and hold. Squeeze your quads onto the bone and lift the front of your pelvis up as you inhale. And exhale, drop down closer to your left heel. Moving your feet apart as much as you need to prevent your knee from going over your ankle. Tuck that left hip under. Inhale, extend through both of your hands. Flip your left hand, inhale, go up and back, straightening your leg at the top. And exhale, coming forward first with your gaze, with your wrist, with your arm, and then down as you come into triangle pose. One more big inhale, open way up. And exhale, forward fold over your left leg. Step your right foot in as much as you need to and press through your heels as you halfway lift, engaging those quads to send your thigh bones back. And exhale, fold for pyramid pose. Squeeze your inner thighs together to lift your tailbone high and continue to bring that left hip back and right hip forward. Inhale, halfway lift, looking way forward to grow your spine long. Exhale, bring your abs all the way in and spin open, lifting your left hand up for twisting triangle. Bump your hips on over to the right and extend your spine long to give yourself more room in this twist. Inhale, lift up, look up, and exhale, fold over your left leg. Vinyasa through high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. And then drop to your knees and set up for camel pose. So keeping your toes curled under, bring your hands to your low back and squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale the front of your pelvis up, inhale your heart up. And exhale, squeeze your elbow tips together behind you and start to go back. Let your head drop open behind you and walk your gaze along the back wall. If you feel comfortable here, you can release your hands and start to reach for your heels. Good God. Tuck your chin and carefully, slowly inhale on up. And exhale, sink down onto your heels. Palms up for a quick hero's pose. Find a spot to look at on the wall in front of you and breathe. Come on up, set up for second camel. Curl your toes under, hands at your low back, and start to inhale up. Inhale up first, and then go back. Most of your back bend should come from your upper back. And inhaling up and hugging our abs in will help keep the lumbar vertebrae from being compressed. If you do feel some compression, just ease out, come out of your camel a bit, and be sure to press your hands into your bum in a way that supports you. Tuck your chin softly and carefully, come on up, and exhale, sink onto your hands. Take another hero's pose. And focus on your drishti on the wall in front of you. Swing your feet in front of you and set up for a bridge pose. Plant your feet firmly below your knees. Hands palm up on the ground. Walk your shoulder blades underneath you and inhale up into bridge. Press your shins toward the wall in front of you and squeeze your inner thighs together as you reach your inner knees toward the wall in front of you. And exhale, release, come down. Cross your right leg over your left for figure four legs. And inhale on up into your second bridge, pressing through your left leg and still hugging your inner thighs together to help engage both sides of your abs and get an even lift here. And exhale, release, come down. Place your right foot down and cross your left foot over your right. And inhale on up into figure four bridge on the left. And exhale, release. Set up for wheel. We're only going to do one wheel. We're going to hold it for 10 breaths. So press your hands and feet into the earth and inhale on up into wheel. Press those shins forward and hug your inner knees together, even here. And straighten your arms as much as you can by tucking your tailbone down toward your heels and pressing your chest down toward the ground in between your hands. Slow your breath as much as you can here in wheel. And use it to explore your body. Find some ease in the strain. Where can you soften? Where are you working too hard? We got 2 more breaths here. And exhale, release. Slowly come all the way down. Take a Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, knees wide. One hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And release your feet up. Take happy baby. Kick one leg and the other. Breathe deep into your hips. Whatever feels good here, whatever your hammies need. And then release your grip on your feet and bring your knees right over your hips. Flatten your low back on the ground and place your hands behind your ears. Tuck those shoulder blades underneath. Before we go into our yogi bicycles, we're gonna do some toe taps. So exhale all your air out, feel your low belly suck down, then tap your right foot down as you inhale. Exhale, tap your right foot down, inhale, bring it up. Exhale, tap your left foot down, inhale, bring it up. Exhale, tap your right, inhale, bring it up. Exhale, tap your left, Inhale up, right tap, up, left tap, up. All right, now that we're all aware of our low abs, inhale your left elbow to your right knee, kicking your left foot long. Exhale, come back to center. Or wait, sorry, exhale, kick your foot long. Inhale, come back to center. Getting yoga and Pilates mixed up. You do your breath different in each one. Inhale on up to your left knee with your right elbow, and exhale, come back to center. Inhale, kick and lift. Exhale, 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 center. And now take out the pause and just kick, 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 kick for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring those knees into your chest. Grab the backs of your legs and rock and roll up onto a seat. You can bring your left or right shin parallel in front of you. Go ahead and bring your left foot into the crook of your right elbow and rock the baby for a second before bringing it on top of your right leg for a double pigeon. You got your foot hanging off your knee. You can press your fingertips into the ground to get your flesh moved out from under your sit bones, and then sit up tall. Inhale your hands above you to align your shoulders, and exhale, bring them to heart center. You either stay here, you can tent your fingertips behind you, or begin to fold over your front leg, breathing into your outer hips. Anywhere else you're experiencing tightness. This is a great practice of recognizing where we hold tension, even when we're not intending to. Like, is your forehead trying to help stretch your outer hips for you? Maybe it is. Hi, Quest. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your support. Here. Sit. Inhale, slowly come up if you were folding over. Exhale, unwind your legs. Give them a little tap on the ground. Get the blood moving again. Now place your left shin parallel out in front of you. Get your right into the crook of your left elbow and rock that baby. Loosen it up. And then cross it over onto your left thigh, letting your foot hang off. Rearrange your gifts however you need to. Inhale your hands high overhead, grounding your sit bones down for just a second. And then take the hand variation that you'd like. You can stay up or fold. And carefully, slowly come up. Unwind your legs. Give a nice tap out on the ground. And then bring your left foot in to the inside of your right thigh. And extend your right foot long. Inhale, bring your arms high overhead. And exhale, fold over your right knee. You can either come straight down or take your left hand and come on out, grabbing the outside of your right leg to get a nice little stretch in your low back on the left side there, as well as this wonderful back of the leg stretch. Inhale, release, come all the way up. And exhale, switch sides. Extend your left leg long. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Inhale your arms high overhead. And exhale, begin to fold. Coming down straight down or to the side, your choice. Release, come all the way up. And come on down to your back for an inversion. Legs up the wall with your hands under your hips, or coming up to shoulder stand with your hands on your low back, elbows hugged in, gaze straight up overhead, pressing your heels to the ceiling above you. You're in shoulder stand. Come on down into plow pose, pressing your feet into the ground behind you to lift your hips up if they touch. And bend your knees and come into death dance pose. Your knees coming by your ears. And then slowly start to roll all the way down onto your back. And bring your right knee into your chest for a spinal twist. Exhale as you bring it over to the left and turn to look over your right thumbnail. Release, come to center, switch sides. Extend your right leg long and bring your left knee into your chest. With an exhale, bring it across your body and turn to look over your left thumbnail. Release, come to center. Give your legs one last big final squeeze. Give your back, your knees a little kiss. And then release long into your final Shavasana, taking up as much room as you need to, letting everything go. Let your forehead soften, let your jaw soften, and let the ground hold you up. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Clench and unclench your hands and feet. Start to move your hands high overhead, stretching as you point your toes. And keeping your eyes closed. Slowly roll onto your right side and bring your knees up into your chest to rest in a fetal position for just a minute. And press on up to a comfortable seat. And bring your hands to heart center. Let's close with an Om. Let's do a clearing breath first. So inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Now let's inhale for Om. Inhale your thumbs to third eye center. The light in me sees and bows to the light in each one of you. Namaste. What a good little yoga dog you are, Questafers. So interested.